For centuries, we've looked up at the stars and wondered who or what might be looking back. In 2004, United States Navy pilots encountered a tic-tac-shaped object off the coast of California. It defied known physics, no visible propulsion, no sonic boom, yet it moved with impossible speed. That was just the beginning. Since then, sightings have multiplied, footage declassified, and governments have admitted something is out there. But if we're not alone, why haven't they made contact? Or have they? From deep space signals to ancient stories of sky gods, we'll follow the trail across science, history, and the unexplained. This isn't fantasy. It's data, it's evidence, and it's a question we must confront. Are we being watched? Or are we just waking up to the truth? Life. We think we understand what it is. Carbon-based, water-dependent, built on strands of deoxyribonucleic acid. But what if that is just one variation? What if, across the vast ocean of stars, life exists in forms beyond our understanding? Scientists define life by a handful of core traits. It grows, it responds to its environment, and it reproduces. But the deeper question is scale, from microscopic organisms to advanced civilizations. The universe may not just contain living things. It may be filled with intelligent species that have risen and fallen countless times before us. Our own galaxy, called the Milky Way, holds more than 400 billion stars. Modern telescopes, such as the Kepler Space Telescope and the Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite, have confirmed that many of those stars host their own planetary systems. Some of these planets are rocky, Earth-like worlds. Others lie within what scientists call the habitable zone, the narrow region around a star where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist. These are called exoplanets. And to date, astronomers have discovered more than 5,000 of them. So why is it so quiet? This mystery is known as the paradox of physicist Enrico Fermi. During a lunchtime conversation in the year 1950, he asked a deceptively simple question. If the universe is so big and intelligent life so likely, then where is everyone? To explore this, astronomer Frank Drake created a mathematical tool, a way to estimate the number of intelligent civilizations that might be sending out signals right now. It considers how often stars are born, how many have planets, how many planets might be habitable, and what the odds are that life appears, then becomes intelligent, then develops technology. Depending on the numbers you use, the result ranges wildly. Some versions predict millions of civilizations, others just one, us. But what if the issue is not that no one is out there, but that we are not listening correctly? Or worse, that we are deliberately being ignored? Strange stories echo throughout ancient history. In the land of Sumer, the oldest known civilization, sky gods called the Anunnaki were said to descend from above. In the ancient Sanskrit texts of India, flying machines called vimanas waged war across the heavens. In medieval Europe, chroniclers drew sketches of spinning discs and fiery wheels above battlefields. Then came the modern era. In the summer of 1947, something crashed in the desert near Roswell, New Mexico. The official statement was a weather balloon, but witnesses told a different story, one involving wreckage, cover-ups, and something not from Earth. From that moment forward, sightings multiplied. So did the questions. Governments denied, pop culture imagined, and the idea of alien contact was pushed to the fringe. Until now. Today, military pilots, radar specialists, and intelligence officials have all testified publicly about encounters with unknown craft. The term unidentified flying object has been replaced with the phrase unidentified aerial phenomenon. Official reports have been declassified. New investigative offices have been formed. The silence has begun to break. And so, the oldest questions rise again. If we are not alone, who are they? Where do they come from? And what do they want? If intelligent life exists beyond Earth, where is the evidence? Let us start with science. The modern search for life in the universe is no longer the stuff of fiction. It is now a legitimate field of study called astrobiology, the science of life beyond our planet. And the signs are mounting. Mars once had rivers, lakes, and possibly even an ocean. Scientists have discovered organic molecules in its soil, the chemical building blocks of life. But Mars is not alone. Farther out in our solar system, moons like Europa and Enceladus are cloaked in ice, but beneath those frozen crusts may lie vast oceans of liquid water. Heated from below by gravitational forces, these oceans may hold hydrothermal vents, the same kind of vents that support life deep in Earth's oceans, without sunlight. Missions are already underway. The Europa Clipper spacecraft will soon explore that icy world in detail, scanning for signs of life hidden beneath its shell. Meanwhile, astronomers are studying distant planets beyond our solar system known as exoplanets. Some orbit within the habitable zone, where temperatures might allow water to remain liquid. Powerful telescopes are now analyzing the atmospheres of these planets, searching for clues: oxygen, methane, carbon dioxide, each one a potential signal that something is breathing. But what about intelligence? What about civilizations? In the 1960s, scientists began listening to the sky using radio telescopes, hoping to catch a signal not made by nature. The project became known as the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. For decades, they heard only silence. Then came the fast radio bursts. In the year 2017, astronomers detected a powerful flash of energy from deep space. It lasted just milliseconds, but it repeated. Some came from galaxies billions of light years away. What caused them? No one knows. Natural phenomenon? Perhaps. But the mystery remains. Artificial intelligence is now scanning these bursts at a scale no human could match, uncovering hidden patterns, faint signals, unexplained rhythms. And some believe we may have already received something. We just do not know how to read it yet. But there is another kind of evidence: witnesses. For decades, people around the world have reported encounters with craft they could not explain. Some are distant lights. Some leave physical traces. A few come terrifyingly close. Many cases are simple mistakes: weather balloons, drones, bright planets, even secret military aircraft. But some are different. In the year 2004, off the coast of Southern California, United States Navy pilots encountered something strange. A smooth, white, oval-shaped object hovered just above the ocean. It had no wings, no exhaust, no markings, no sound. Then, it accelerated instantly, from zero to gone in the blink of an eye. This object was captured on military cameras. Multiple pilots saw it. Radar confirmed it. The footage was real and later verified by the Department of Defense. And this was not an isolated case. In the years that followed, pilots from multiple countries reported similar encounters. Craft appearing out of nowhere, moving at incredible speeds, turning at impossible angles, defying the laws of known physics. In 2021, the United States Office of the Director of National Intelligence released a long-awaited report. It reviewed 144 military encounters with unknown aerial objects. Only one could be explained. The rest? Unidentified. Soon after, the Department of Defense established a new investigative office, one that does not just look at strange things in the sky, but in our oceans, and even in orbit. So what are these objects? There are conventional explanations. Many sightings are misidentifications, atmospheric effects, secret drones, optical illusions, even pilot error. Human perception is imperfect, and radar is not infallible. Those answers make sense. They are comfortable, but they do not explain everything. If these objects are just technology from another country, why do they appear across multiple continents? Why do they exceed the capabilities of known aircraft? And why, after all this time, has no nation claimed responsibility, the silence is louder than the noise. And for some researchers, that silence leads somewhere ancient. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors recorded encounters with beings from the sky, not in science fiction, but in sacred texts and stone carvings. The people of Sumer spoke of the Anunnaki sky gods who came to Earth and shaped early humanity. In ancient India, epic tales told of flying machines called vimanas used in celestial wars. In West Africa, the Dogon people described a star system no human should have known about, and claimed beings from that system visited their ancestors. How did they know? Were these just myths, or are they fragments of something older, something real? The deeper we look, the more blurred the lines become between science and myth, between fact and belief. The evidence is incomplete, the conclusions are not clear, but the pattern is growing. Signals, sightings, stories, from the distant stars to the depths of our own past. Something is reaching out, and the question is no longer if we are being watched, it is whether we are ready to see what is watching us. If this evidence is real, how should history books change? If we make contact with a signal, with a visitor, or with undeniable evidence, everything changes. Not just for scientists, not just for governments, for everyone. Our understanding of life, of ourselves, of our place in the universe would shift forever. Religion would face new questions. History would be re-examined. Philosophy would confront something it has never truly prepared for. The other, technology too, could leap forward. Imagine access to advanced propulsion systems, energy sources, or even medicine, all beyond what human civilization has achieved. Or imagine the danger. What if we are not the explorers, but the discovered? Some scientists warn of something called the Great Filter, the idea that most civilizations never make it past a certain stage. They destroy themselves through war, collapse, or technological disaster before reaching the stars. What if we are approaching that moment right now? Nuclear weapons, climate change, artificial intelligence. Could these be the same hurdles that wiped out countless alien civilizations before us? If so, the silence of the stars may not be a mystery. It may be a warning, and yet we continue to search. In the coming years, new space telescopes will peer deeper into the cosmos than ever before. Missions to Europa and Enceladus may detect life beneath the ice. Artificial intelligence will scan thousands of radio signals for patterns no human mind could find. And some believe the truth is even closer, that visitors are already here, not coming from other planets, but from alternate dimensions, or even from a future version of us. The answers may be out there, or they may be hidden in plain sight. One final question remains. Is the truth buried, or have we just begun to dig? If this journey moved you, consider subscribing. We are just getting started. Consider the case of Elizabeth Clara. In the 1950s, she claimed repeated contact with a being named Akon from a distant planet called Meton. He brought her aboard a craft, showed her his world, and fathered her child. Her story became a book beyond the light barrier. It reads like science fiction, and yet she passed a lie detector test and was quietly supported by figures inside South Africa's Air Force. Is this delusion or disclosure? Then there is the cultural imprint, from the imagination of H.G. Wells to the cinematic visions of Steven Spielberg, from The War of the Worlds to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Our species keeps circling the same image, the same presence, the same return. Is it fantasy or the memory of something real? In this age of slow disclosure, old stories sound strangely new, and what we once dismissed now demands a second look. If these echoes stir something deep inside you, mark it, like this message, and follow the frequency. Subscribe to Whispers of the Anunnaki. Some stories do not fade, they wait